My name is Chakravarthi. I am on the National Board of Indian Institute of Packaging as an elected member and also on the Board of Asia Packaging Federation. I was also the past chairman of this Hyderabad Indian Institute of Packaging. Because every time there is a conference, what is the difference in it actually? Why we all should be there? Why we should be covering in papers or electronic media? You people might be getting some doubts. I just wanted to ease out on that fact. Later on, Mr. Sanjeev Jaggi will elaborate on the flow of events on the entire conference. Friends, you all know how the technology is changing very fast and how the mankind is using it also to the changing needs in the environment. Imagine in 1876 when Alexander Graham Bell invented an instrument and tried to call his assistant to his next door. He did not even realize 120 years later, the phone, the instrument, okay, we can also do phone calls from this. That means the phone call has become a secondary need. The smart and digital technology, how it has really intruded into our daily life and how it is being utilized in the mankind. Digital technology, the smartphone, we all think it's not fancy basically. The packaging slowly from fun need to functional need, it is transpired over the decades. And the packaging today will be viewed as a major resource for circular economy. The very theme of the conference is, please read my dear gentlemen, it is innovation, it's not innovation. If we talk about innovations, there are several innovations happening around the world and we keep talking about innovation. The vision, every scientist has a vision. Every person who is contributing in their field has a vision in their field. That vision comes to a practicality. We know how the fiction stories have become reality today. We used to read fiction, the people went to Mars, etc. and all. That was a myth those days. Today, everything has become reality. Similarly, in the packaging also, how the packaging is going to be useful for the mankind. There are visions. There are several severe research are happening across the world in various laboratories, be it in US, be it in UK, even in India, actually, certain laboratories. Those things to come into the effect and how they are going to be utilized for the mankind, the time only says. With that vision, we are going to discuss this kind of visions in this conference, and which will pave the way for a better mankind, the better resources, how to make use of the resources available in the nature. I'll give you 2-3 examples on the packaging. Some researches, how they are happening around the world. There is edible packaging. We all heard what is edible packaging. We know packaging is made of paper, film, glass, metal, etc. But we also keep hearing this, even though it is not commercialized. The edible packaging is inspired by the nature itself. We are called electronic trunks. They actually sense the food quality inside and they say, yes, this food is useful and this food is getting decomposed. And they will give the signal to the surface and the surface will get changed, the color will get changed, right? So that is how it gets useful. If the smart fridges are coming, the fridge also will determine which food is usable, which food has got decomposed. And there is an advanced technology also within the food packaging. The same sensors, they release on the demand. After a certain time, when the food gets about to decompose, they give a command in the packaging. They release gases which help to increase further the shelf life. Imagine that the food is not getting wasted here. We are extending the shelf life, right? Similarly, there are several things, even in pharmaceuticals also. We have you heard of medicinal straws? We all know the children or in the elder people, many times they are unable to take the medicines because of the high ingestion and they don't like the taste of it. And several times they say, yes, we have taken. They pretend to say that they have taken the medicine. Actually, they don't take. That is in the case of elder people. Younger people, it is very difficult to make them swallow the. So medicinal straws, the medicine components, a specific active ingredients in the form of pellets are embedded within the straw, right? That pellets has no taste at all. And then the people who are in need of that medicine can actually have their drink, nice fruit juice or drink, making use of that straws. So by then they are also taking the medicine. Imagine how they are being useful. And another most advanced research in the polymers and related to packaging, I can also relate to. It is a modified or a regulated release of a drug. When you swallow the drug, the entire composition will not be taken inside, but after a specific period of time, the second dose will be released. The first dose in the first phase, and the second or third. So even after swallowing the drug inside, it still has the characters of releasing the drug at an appropriate time. So they need not have to take the drug at multiple times. One time if it takes, the drug will work at intermittent times. So like this, there are various researches are going on. A lot of visionary people are making the researches in their laboratories pertaining to packaging and how they are going to useful for the preserving the food, the waste recycling. All these factors will work in. These researches will be very helpful in the day-to-day use and also making the best possible use of the resources available. That is how the packaging also is doing a great impact on the society, great impact on the human, the mankind, and also the useful for making use of the resources in the best possible way. So these things, why I am saying, so contrary to the regular briefings, so these are only few things I have told you guys. There's several other things, be it an automobile sector, agriculture, electronics, electrical, and tomorrow in Telangana we are going to have a major the pharma city in the 13,000 acres. Somebody was worrying, why should we have so much of big land? That is a vision basically. Few hundreds years ago in Paris, that the 7 road junction was built. Nobody thought that that will be useful, and today we are still enjoying that with a visionary they have built up. And tomorrow the same pharmaceutical city also will encompass all the active pharma ingredients, bulk drugs, formulations, packaging, regulatory, logistics, academy, research, laboratories, everything. Like that in the packaging also, is a lot of visions are going to have. And these 2 days, a major brainstorming is going to take place. The people across the country and some people from England, US and Europe also, they are coming. And there will be major deliberations. They will be discussing the latest visions pertaining to packaging, how those innovations can convert into reality, and how these things will be helpful to the mankind also.